Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the New York Giants and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. From the 6. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss on that play, and now... Down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. And they are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing Jones. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. Jamal Agnew is deep to return it. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
On the ready. Hey, lock it. Look, squeeze.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down. Open man right side is Ingram. And they work this out past the 25.
That's good for the Jaguars.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. The Jaguars at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Hey, orbit.
2nd and 10. Here's Lawrence again. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Slot man moves right. They go play action with Lawrence. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Out route pass complete to Bellinger. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. This defense for the Jags, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Giants use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's a second-year man from Clemson, Travis Etienne. And this will be a Jaguars first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
Hey, back up. Hey, go.
On first down, Lawrence. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Hey, stand up.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. He's got room at the 30. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. The offense has to love that, because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Hey, Charlie.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded right around the 8. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Hey, Haywood! Leo!
Lawrence will throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a first and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 37. 54 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Yardage-wise, he's in the top handful of backs in the league so far this season. A great run there.
He's going to love that standing when it comes to contract time. But even more so, his team loves it because he gives them an identity and sets a tone.
7-7, our score after one. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a first and 10. Now Jones. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They're going for a receiver there. Already has one touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a play fake here on first down. And this is going to be intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And the Jags are going to get
Wrong fucking button.
out to the 20. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. In motion right is Jones. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Lawrence to throw. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, exit.
Now Lawrence. He'll drop that underneath to ETN. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Let's go.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A couple of first downs, has the football position at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Lawrence. Flush to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
That good for 19 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Lawrence to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Hey, orbit.
Here's Lawrence. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Go, go.
Now Lawrence. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. And this will be a 45-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal mark.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Jones now on 3rd and 2. Got a man, Slayton. He's going to pick up the first down and then some. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They go play action here on first down. He'll buy some time right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones, he'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. So they convert on 4th, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Throwing again. Jones. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Jones. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you've got the second half to play.
Come on, set.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 53 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one. So now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced. Either throw it or run it and try and win this ball game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Hey, hey, you.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He's going to go up top again. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, 70 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if we turn to the next-gen stats, the final clocking, well, it's ridiculous. 22.5 miles an hour. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Throwing, Jones. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones going up top. He's got a man complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. Only able to gain a couple there. 3rd and 7 now.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And the Giants are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Barkley is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
2nd down and goal. Jones. Touchdown! Darius Slayton with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants have got it back to within a score. Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is down to a field goal. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Now Jamal Agnew from his end zone. Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, and if you do, you're taking on some responsibility, but he was happy to do so there.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, check down to Breida. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now Jones, off play action. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
You can feel the anguish all the way up here. It certainly looked like he had that one in the end zone, open, unable to hold on to it.
On second down, here's Barkley. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Trayvon Walker in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that, another sack for the first-round pick on the season. You know, he's shown here, Charles, in the first few months of his career that pass rushing, it might be a specialty of his.
Yeah, and I'm not sure that I graded him that way prior to the season. That's not necessarily what they drafted him for at all, but let's face it, they're going to take it, and I think they'll expand upon these talents that they found and keep sending him after the quarterback.
Hey, box up.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Etienne will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And they'll send the slot in motion left. Once more Etienne, but he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
Look at me. Go.
On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Martin, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. On 2nd and 10, Jones. He's got Bellinger. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Off play action. Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
In motion, left Shepard. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jones to Shepard, complete over the middle. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Josh Allen. He's the one who runs him down, and my goodness, that is just a disastrous loss for this offense.
A truly all-around great effort against the pass today. First an interception, now getting to the quarterback for the first time in this contest. I think offensively, they just forgot to prepare for him or simply overlooked him in getting ready for this one. Either way, a big mistake, and he's making them pay for it.
And unable to connect, incomplete. Now, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think you may want to keep them cranking high right here.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself, because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Etienne up the middle. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Travis Etienne with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Jaguars are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. So the Jags will keep the offense out there as they'll decide to go for 2. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. It's complete. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. And the formula there on the 2-point try to go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure if they're going to catch the ball,
make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the fourth quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. A good start to the drive. That's caught out on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Slayton.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Barkley, inside handoff. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he winds up getting this all the way down to the Jags 13. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He dumps it off to Barkley. Touchdown, Giants! Saquon Barkley from 13 yards out. And the Giants have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away.
Yeah, I think here's the situation.
There he goes, right side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Jones.
Pass to Bellinger on the crossing route.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And that's complete to Shepard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown! Sterling Shepard, 25 yards for the touchdown. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2. Now Jones. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, Everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
152 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. On first down, right back to Etienne.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game.
On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
On third down, Lawrence. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And the Jaguars are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading